Hi, good morning. So today's topic is going to be on gingiva, and in particular, we are going to touch in this short video on the free gingiva only. So myself, Shaji Jacob, faculty, School of Dentistry, International Medical University. So what is the learning objective is going to be? It is going to describe only marginal and interdental gingiva. So what is the definition of gingiva? So as we know, gingiva is that part of oral mucosa that covers the alveolar processes of the teeth and surrounds the neck of the tooth. So this is the definition given by Carranza. So what we find is this oral mucosa covers the alveolar process. So here is the alveolar process and it surrounds the neck of the tooth in a collar-like fashion. So this is called as gingiva, a very important portion of the periodontium which supports the teeth. So what are the parts of gingiva? The gingiva is basically divided into three parts, namely your free or marginal gingiva, interdental gingiva, and attached gingiva. So technically speaking, we can see that the free and the interdental papilla are almost similar but different in location. We find that the free or the marginal gingiva is present here, whereas the interdental papilla is present here. So this is the area where interdental papilla is present. So it is called as free or marginal because it is not attached to the underlying tooth structure. It goes very near to the tooth structure but is a bit free away from the tooth structure. And a little below, around here where we call it the free gingival groove, it gets attached to the tooth structure. Let's see further through a cross section. So here again I reiterate, so this is the marginal gingiva, this is the interdental papilla. And if you see the cross section, you can find that this gingiva is a bit separated from the tooth structure with a small space called as a gingival sulcus. So this small crevice is called as a gingival sulcus. And we also find that this gingiva is getting attached a little further down in this area called as the epithelial attachment. And further down, you will find that the gingiva continues by getting attached to the underlying alveolar bone. So this is the alveolar bone. So the gingiva gets attached to the underlying alveolar bone, and hence these are the main parts of gingiva. So let us understand a bit more on free and marginal gingiva. So what is the free and marginal gingiva? It is the terminal edge of border of the gingiva. So you find that this is the terminal edge of the gingiva. And on one side, it goes towards the tooth, and the other side it goes towards the gingiva or the oral mucosa, and it stops somewhere where I marked this portion, right? So here it stops, the free gingiva stops by becoming attached to the tooth structure, and here there is a small groove which represents this attachment. So this attachment is being represented as a free marginal groove. So the free or marginal gingiva extends from the gingival terminal edge to the marginal groove, and this bounds a small space called as a gingival sulcus. So this is the gingival sulcus. So there is a free gingival groove. It is about 1 millimeter in width and it forms the soft tissue wall of the gingival sulcus. So this is about the free gingiva, marginal gingiva, and which we term it as a bit different from the interdental gingiva. So what is interdental gingiva? I'd consider that it is a part of the marginal gingiva, but when present in the interdental region. So this is the interdental region. So you'll find that this portion of gingiva is called as the interdental gingiva or interdental papilla. So it forms a form of a papilla, or it forms a pyramidal structure if it is an anterior, and it forms a cold structure if it's in the posterior. Let's see what is they both. So this is the anterior teeth and this is the posterior teeth. So you find that the buccal and the lingual gingiva come together and they almost form a pyramidal structure because the contact area is very small. This is the contact area which is small. Whereas when we consider the posterior teeth, we find that the lingual gingiva and the buccal gingiva come together, but they are not very so near and they are separated by a wide area or valley called as a caul. So this is a caul. So this caul is of clinical significance, especially in the posterior teeth, because this is an area of plaque accumulation. Further, if you want to describe about the interdental papilla, we find that one feature of interdental papilla is present when we have a diastema or a spacing between two teeth. We find that the interdental papilla is a bit absent there because the two teeth are not together. Further, we find that the facial and the lingual interdental papilla come towards the contact points, or they slant towards the contact point or taper towards the contact point. Whereas the mesial and the distal surfaces are slightly concave. We find that as the tooth, it has to accommodate the tooth, we find that the mesial and distal surfaces are slightly concave. Whereas the intervening portion contains the attached gingiva. So this attached gingiva is stippling. You can see the small dots here. So these are called stippling, which is a characteristic of attached gingiva. So this is a small portion is present in the interdental papilla. So this describes a small lecture on the marginal gingiva, which also forms the interdental papilla. So we'll see in future lectures on other parts of gingiva. Thank you.